Hello, hello there, my friends. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. It's Wednesday. It's Wodensday. I hope that all of you are having a fantastic Wodensday. I have a couple new journals to go in the shop, friends. I was able to mail the 3 journals that flew out of the shop yesterday. But I went to the post office today and there was no one there. There was nobody in the post office. It was weird, like apocalyptically strange. You know, my sister drove all the way from her home to my parents' house and she was like, there's nobody on the road. And I'm like, what? She said, yeah, it's weird, like The Walking Dead weird. So it was pretty funny. But, you know, who knows what might happen Friday. If these journals choose to find new homes with you guys, then I will attempt to go to the post office on Friday. But, you know, we'll see what happens. If I can't get them out Friday, then these will go in the batch that will be mailed December the 11th. So let's take a look. I want to turn this little video into a rampage of appreciation for you guys. I want to thank you for your amazing support this year. My sister reminded me today, she said, do you remember when you used to tell me that you wanted to do nothing but just do art? And I was like, yes. And she said, now look at you, you're doing it. I'm like, yes, you know, I cannot believe that I get to do something creative and actually, you know, make a living at it. I'm so appreciative to you guys for supporting the Etsy shop, for supporting me at Patreon, for supporting all my weird harebrained ideas that I've had, like flow pockets and things like that. Thank you guys so much. Let's crack into this journal. Of course, this is Key fabric, and I love this fabric. We've used it before. I did put a key on the spine of this journal. This is a 5x7 journal with a 2-inch spine here. So let's crack this open and see what it looks like. It is finished with a Tim Holtz number 8 brad. Now number 8 is, you can look at a number 8 and that is the sign of eternity. So the 8 is a powerfully positive number. Of course, I'm not going to unload everything. You guys know how these are put together. We have a bit of these stellar masks from Venice. When I was in Venice last year, it is crazy how there are masks, you know, feathered masks, because Venice was known as a social hub, right? And it still has that, you know, still has that vibe to it. Another little, this is an outdoor restaurant in Venice. Beautiful. I dined at something like this one morning. It's just so pretty there, my friends. This is from the I think it's about 1958 Childcraft Encyclopedia. When you actually go in a market in Venice, it looks like this. It's all so fresh, so local, you know, so unprocessed, so I've already said fresh, but that's exactly what it is. It's really remarkable. A little bit of a food page for you. I like all of this, especially like the blue cheese, the brie, the strawberries. Honestly, I think that's kind of the way that I could eat. I really do. I love everything super fresh like this. This again is from the 1958 Childcraft. This is about how newspapers come together. I love the way the businessmen are dressed here. In some newspaper offices, artists call cartoonists draw pictures about something in the news. So you can see a cartoonist actually working here. This is from a book that Trill sent along that it was a Disney movie called Coco, and it had some really interesting elements in it, and I thought it was super cool. I stamped a Steampunk Heart for you guys, so you've got something to play with. Of course, these pages are meant to fire your imagination, so whether you want to use this journal as an element journal, as an embellishment journal, or as just something that looks pretty to set on your nightstand or your coffee table as a conversation piece, it is all of the above. This is a sewn tag for you guys. Now this is a loose piece, so I'm just sticking that in there. Lots of beautiful papers. This is a stamped teapot, which I really do love. Again, the 1958 Childcraft Encyclopedia. This is about how television shows were put together. So cool. A pocket about journey. So whether you are taking the journey of marriage or taking the journey of not marriage, or anytime you see a word like this, my friends, that can be used as a journal prompt. I love this little black and white piece. It says lovely, good times, life, soul, charming, wild heart, discovery, gorgeous. So many little words on here for you to choose to work with. And you've got a little chipboard piece that says smile. There's a little bit of Christmas in here. This is the 1878 psychology notes that our friend Jonathan wrote way back in 1878. He's not here now, so he can't say, hey, we aren't really friends. We'll just pretend we're friends with him. This is a super cool photograph that I found of Julia Child and Mr. Rogers making spaghetti. Just a very happy photograph and super cool as we are celebrating the Mr. Rogers movie that has just come out. We will be watching that on Netflix, so I hope it comes out really soon. Again, the little Coco book. The 1988 Success with Houseplants. Tooled leather, so you can play with that. A curated collage collection called Unbelievable. It's kind of jam-packed, my friends. Just jam-packed of fun things for you to play with. Food arrangement fascinates me. I'm just like, to me, that is high composition. When people, A, know how to cook, know how to make a cake, know how to make cookies, and then they're arranged like that. Just absolutely beautiful. I have a sewn tag for you guys right here. I did some sprayed papers for you. Look at that little baby. It's so sweet. A little bit of map ephemera. I love these bags. I just think they're so super cool. And because they have like a, it's almost like working with tissue paper, my friends. This is from the 1983 Country Living magazine. I thought that everything on this page was very interesting. And of course you have whole pages to work with, right? So you can just pull out a page and play with it. Cute. And of course, we just had a smattering of green. I really do put a lot of thought into the arrangement of these books. This is another curated collage collection called One Passion. And it is a lot of travel in here. So you can see how, you know, maybe you're thinking of going somewhere this year. I think that that would be a lot of fun. I'm going to tell you a little secret. Chris and I have never been on a vacation together. Isn't that nuts? We have been together 25 years. Anytime that we have had, my mouth is watering. Anytime that we've had a time off, we have been working. You know, one of us has been working. Mostly Chris, because we used to have a little bit of time off when he was a sound technician. And, you know, we would go to the beach, and that was always so much fun. And then he stopped being a sound technician, so we haven't. And then we got Kronk, y'all, and we never left Kronk overnight. I think we did once. In 11 years, our buddy was never left because he had been abandoned 6 times, and we just never wanted him to get that feeling of being left. So, so that's that. Lots of fun papers for you to play with. You can make cards, you can make mini cards, you can make mini books. This is from the 1983 Country Living. Don't you love this carpet? Like, what? Plaid carpet. Wow. Another 1983 Country Living, the microwave. A little bit more food elements for you to play with. This is a beach in Italy. This is the big sundial on St. Mark's Plaza. Not the sundial, the clock on St. Mark's Plaza. If you guys have been watching the news, you've seen just the devastation that's going on in Venice from the flooding. And when we were there, they pre-staged St. Mark's Plaza with raised, it almost looks like a temporary stage. You know, it's a platform, that plywood platform, and they pre-stage it because it's so prone to flooding. But boy, I mean, like, it has really, really flooded this year. Glad I am not there. It's really hard to see because, you know, you're looking at places that you've stood before. And that is our last pocket, my friends. Again, a very favorite fabric that we have worked with before. Just a lot of fun. A key is keys. You know, keys unlock things. Keys lock things. And we're starting to not see keys. You know, we do a swipe card or something like that, or we punch in numbers. So I think that the whole idea of keys is just kind of throwback and really fun to think about. This is a jelly roll book. I took strips of jelly roll and collaged them onto a book base, and this is the spine. It's a 2-inch spine, and it does feature a small charm that has a winged heart on it. You know how that goes. She jumped in there and just wanted to be on the book. Of course, she's a big girl, so we have to push down and kind of lift the brad up so we can get her open. Really love the pattern papers that I got from Michael's last week. Sewn tab right here. Tag, whatever you want to do with it. The prompt is never miss a moment of an incredible story. We tend to, especially, you know, during the holidays, we tend to fly through them, and we forget to really make memories during the holidays. And that's, you know, that's life too. We plow through it, and we often don't take time to, I know this is a silly saying, but it's really not, to smell the flowers and appreciate and love, you know, truly love the people that are in our lives. We got some kitty cat papers for you. Aren't they cute? There's kitty cats on the tree. Another sewn tag for you guys. So maybe, you know, maybe this is the year to slow down, take things a little easier. I did not cook. I don't usually cook because it's just me and Chris, and we usually don't even go anywhere to have Thanksgiving dinner, but that's okay because there's always Cracker Barrel if we are so inclined. Cracker Barrel does a great job. I love it. We've got a curated collage collection right here that says Slice of Paradise, and some matching photos, matching fabrics, matching tags that go along with that. I love this little kangaroo, guys. Isn't he cute? I think this was in some ephemera from Down Under. Now, it's either Miss D's ephemera or it's Miss Trill's ephemera. I can't remember which one it is. I've got all kinds of papers here for you to play with, and this actually created like a frame for this sweet lady's face. Some stamped images. 1983. This is an answering machine. Ooh, do you remember that? Gee whiz. No, we just don't have things like that. 1947. A Red Cross nursing manual, which is really super cool. This is the baby's toilet tray. Note that the jars are covered and clearly labeled. A clean towel should be kept over the tray when not in use. Very interesting. Very Call the Midwife, which I'm all done with, so I'm watching The Queen now. Beef dinner in foil. I think these are 1986. The 80s were an interesting time. And I distinctly remember the 80s. The 70s, not so much. I don't know why. We got a guest check here and some stickers for you to play with. This is an art trading card done like a chippy. Look at that unicorn cake. Ooh. I love buttercream. I love cake. You know, I really like cake. And Call the Midwife, all those cakes, that food, it was all so beautifully displayed, you guys, but you never saw the cook. What was her name? Mrs. B, maybe? She can come to my kitchen and cook any old time. These are stamped images for you guys to create art trading cards with. Whatever you want. This is a sewn tag. It features butterflies and the word kindness. Now these are layered tags. These are some of the things that I had at Emily's store that kind of got unseasonal, so I took them back. I love this whole display here. This is a telescope, a close-up of the lens of a telescope. This is Galaxy, and this is a listening station. You know, the SETI listening for intelligent life. It's out there. I know it's out there. Got some tooled leather. I had no idea how much tooled leather cost till I went to Michael's the other day. It was like, wow, a piece of leather is like $9. I'm so glad that someone donated leather to me. I really am. Thank you so much, LS. Such a nice thing to be able to play with in a journal style, you know. This is an executive box salad. I am super hungry. I think this was 1983. More of the SETI listening station. This is a curated collage collection that says Strong Woman. I used some imagery from the Junk Gypsies current catalog. I love it. Got a mini book right here for you. The 1878 Psychology Notes by our friend Jonathan. I bet Jonathan never thought in 1878 when he was sitting in that class that we would be using his beautiful notes as art in art books. Never could have realized it. You never know where things are going to end up, do you? You never know where your writing, your art is going to land. You never know what sort of profound influence you might have on someone. My uncle, my second grade teacher, you just never know. And the last pocket here has small imagery in it of faces and a sweet little feather and the word share. All right, my dear friends, these are going in the shop tonight. It is Wodensday. Happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving. I am so thankful, grateful, and appreciative to all of you. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful feast tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.